What it do? It's your boy Yoki.
I'm August guy. Don't forget to like and subscribe.
And welcome to Culture Kombat Podcast.
Where we have combat conversations.
So, how you doing today, August?
Good until I sat next to you. I was doing just
That's
fine.
real good. That's real
I was doing just fine until I smelt you in here.
Oh, really?
And then we.
Here we go.
Oh my God! You know what I'm real pissed off about?
What?
I tried. This is a random comment. I really tried to stay in there with Kanye West after all this White Lives Matter bullshit he had on his shirt. And now it's like we knew the difference between this Kanye, which they say is like MK Ultra, from the old Kanye, right? Obviously there's a difference. But this nigga just came out the closet. And said he'd been sucking his cousin dick since he was 14.
They was like, what's what?
I say he's been sucking his cousin dick since he was 14. Since Kanye was 14. Not since his cousin was 14. Since he was 14.
Hey, that's fucking
So-
shit right there.
So that would mean that was Kanye doing that shit.
Yeah, so Kanye should be locked up instead of Diddy?
No. I said Kanye been sucking the dick of his cousin since he was 14 years old.
Yeah, I heard what you said.
Okay, so then why the fuck would he need to be locked up? That's a kid.
I mean,
I'm assuming his cousin is a kid. Was a kid too.
that's what I'm saying. You never know.
I guess it came easy to him.
That right there.
I'm not saying as a kid. I gotta rephrase that. I'm not saying when he was 14 that came easy to him. That's not what I'm saying. I'm talking about like in Hollywood and Hollyweird, if you know what I'm talking about, when the shit they got to do, that probably came easy to him considering he's been doing it since 14.
So
shit I didn't even know last week.
I mean, that could be what a lot of people have been through, you know, and some people know how to adapt to it because they've been doing it, and some don't know how to adapt to it.
Are you talking about men who? This was something we talked about last week about the whole grooming thing. Are you saying that some was put into it and some? What are you saying?
So what we talked about last week kind of coincide with what's going on right now a little bit.
That's what I said.
But it wasn't that he was wearing dresses and all that shit when he was a kid type shit. Gay way older than me, so I don't fucking know. But
No, I knew that when he was wearing dresses.
on that, it's like you have to really think about it because who did he go to? Or was this all?
I'm pretty sure he was
Still,
singing at some
You
dick parties.
know, up under the covers, don't tell nobody this. Alright, I'm not gonna tell nobody, and then I guess when money ain't coming in and trying to keep motherfuckers on a hush hush, and now all of a sudden it's out there, you know? But
The thing about this is Kanye been opening up and talking since we can remember. You know what I'm saying? He always been opening his mouth and telling. Why did he just now say that?
I'm not too sure on that.
Why would he just now say that though?
That one I have no idea on. Like,
You've been doing it since you was 14. That means your whole music career, you've had a chance to say this if it was something that was your truth. You know what I mean? But you didn't do that. And then on top of admitting that you've been sucking your cousin dick since you were 14, you then say that you had relations with Jeffree Star, which in my honest opinion you had to have chosen to do that, right?
Yeah,
You're
that's
a grown ass
choice
man,
right
right?
there.
This is Jeffree Star. These just grown ass men at this point.
Yeah, that's definitely a choice.
So he could have been said that what it was. Now he does it, and that what, like I said, what distraction?
Distractions.
He like I said, he could have admitted this a long time ago. 2025. Now everybody's going nuts because Kanye said he had relations with Jeffree Star and his cousin. What year did that song "Cousin" come out? Of Kanye West. Do you know what song I'm talking about? Well, I don't know what year that was. I'm gonna assume that. I'm gonna assume that that's not so new of a song. He could have, like I said, he could have been said this. Maybe we're getting closer to something happening as the years go on, and then now is a perfect time to say it to keep distractions going on.
Yeah.
For all I know, the Carmelo Anthony thing could definitely be a distraction.
That came out 13 days ago.
What, Cousin? His song Cousin. Okay. Why just now say that?
Yeah, it just came out 13 days ago. I didn't even know he made that. I haven't even been on Kanye at all. After that Kardashian shit, I kind of left Ye alone.
What Kardashian shit?
The Kim Kardashian shit.
Okay. Them breaking up or him being with her?
A little bit of both. Cause at first everything was cool, but I stopped fucking with him. I just stopped. I'm standing from Chicago. I'm from Chicago, but I just stopped fucking with him.
A lot of people stop fucking with him after the
Everybody
White Lives Matter shit that he was
from
doing.
these states don't fuck with the artist the same way that they'll fuck with another artist from a different state. It's not all about that. Because he came from where the fuck he came from, and now that this shit just came out, he already been getting looked at different.
Right. So why not say that a long time ago?
Because
I
motherfuckers
highly
probably
doubt.
see this. The thing is, the Nike deals and the Adidas deals and all them shoe deals. Come on now, them clothing line deals and all that shit. All these records. Think about it. Really think about that. You get what I'm saying? So, I don't know.
Like, there's a couple conspiracies that can go with this. It's either that this is being put in our face as a distraction, or this is a humiliation ritual on his behalf.
I mean,
Because you just said it, everybody's already been looking at it funny. Okay, so then
with the distraction is
let's
like
do a
what's really
humiliation
going on
ritual,
in
and
this
then shit
world,
gonna change
right?
for him.
So,
nobody's even gonna be thinking about that a couple years from now.
due to the fact of the 50th year anniversary for World War II, if I'm not mistaken, which is a few days ago, or whatever, and Ukraine and Russia had did a ceasefire. So ain't no telling, but also Donald Trump is going in we're still supplying Ukraine, but again you got this terror attacks, whatever this shit called, this terror attacks bullshit.
We're still going to war.
We've been at war. The war have not ended yet. Y'all say they say the war ended, but how the fuck the war ended if another war then sparred simultaneously behind World War II? You had the Vietnam War, the Cold War. Well, the Cold War was before the Vietnam War, and then all that other shit.
This whole politics thing could also
it
be a
made it to
distraction
the
too.
80s, and then you got the I forgot what war that was.
Like, why
And
let
then
somebody?
you had the troops up in Afghanistan for damn near 20 years because of George Bush and his family. And then Biden pulled them guys up out of there and brought them home or whatever. And now you have this other war that it started since Biden pulled out the troops from Afghanistan and Iraq and all that shit. And then you got the Ukraine and Russia war that done popped off. So when have we not been at war with other countries? Just saying. But everything been a distraction. A lot of people don't know that, and that's a distraction right there with this Kanye bullshit.
Yeah, that's what I feel like too. And Beyonce as well. Beyonce's daughter. Did you see that video of Beyonce's daughter on stage?
No, but I heard she's back on tour.
Okay, but going around, there's a video of Beyonce on stage with her daughter, and her daughter's very excited. She looks about 9 or 10 years old, and the way I guess her excitement, people are taking as autism. So the people are in the comments on X, used to be, I'm talking about Twitter, on X, on Facebook, Instagram. I've seen comments that said, "Oh, this girl's definitely, the R word, the hard R word." There was even a photo shoot where they were all the women. There was Beyonce's mom, Beyonce, and then Ivy, and then the little girl again, one of her twins. Again, she's really hyper and excited, but still hype. And another comment said, "I know autism when I see it."
Okay, even if that is listen, even if that shit is true or false, motherfuckers trying to troll and trying to bring them down like they brought Diddy down. That's what they doing.
They knew they would say that about her though.
But it really don't matter. You want to know why? Y'all don't know my daughter. Y'all don't know what's really going on. Y'all don't know the truth. But at the same time, these are ignorant people that's not with this race, that's gonna attack this race. You get what I'm saying?
Yeah, it was also the same. It was everybody was saying it.
But
everybody was saying that.
One thing about it and two things for certain. Why the fuck are you worried about it? That's not your kid. You don't. Okay, and. But guess what? I guarantee you that little girl, if she is autistic, she's smarter than your motherfucking kid off top right motherfucking now.
They was trolling, and the Beehive definitely got up in them comments.
Y'all don't remember no women, no kids? Come on, man. Y'all ain't got no morals nowadays.
Now, you're right about that. But I also believe that Beyonce knew people would say that.
But regardless if she knew, even if Jay knew, come on, Jay grew up in the fucking hood. Beyonce came from Texas, so she really ain't have to go that route because her people them had money. You get what I'm saying? Jay-Z had to come up from the grind, from the bottom, hustle in the hood, and do some foul shit, some faggot shit. It don't matter, but guess what? I'm not saying nothing bad about him because everybody know this shit already. This shit is already out there. You get what I'm saying? He done crossed motherfuckers. That shit already out there. He done crossed Benny Siegel's one of the niggas that held it down for him. And I fuck with Benny.
I didn't know Benny Siegel and Jay-Z even had a
Freeway, all them niggas that came from Philly. Yeah. That's why Jay and Cassidy don't fuck with each other low key, but a lot of niggas don't know this shit. Since we on that topic, J and B, they out of here. You get what I'm saying? They top tier. They top tier?
They're one of them celebrities that you never.
I guarantee
you're never gonna run into them in a grocery store.
They can make a phone call right now and find out who the fuck and who everybody is that's commenting on this post, and they can literally have their life fucked up.
Yeah,
because of the kind of power that they got.
There was a guy who was
exposing power.
There was a guy on TikTok that was exposing Jay-Z and Beyonce, especially Beyonce. And then he also, the next video he made after that, he was saying that I'm apologizing to Jay-Z and Beyonce for what I said. They ended up sending me a letter to my house. Don't know how they got his address. I guess, and was saying to stop portraying certain things on the internet. So, yeah, I guess this is a
So
apology
I didn't
for
even
that,
know
but-
that, right?
Yeah, that's definitely.
I just said what I just said,
and,
right?
and that's not even. He wasn't even the only one. There was at least a couple people on TikTok.
So y'all
that-
better stop playing with these people in these high
Okay.
places that think that you can't get touched. Y'all better leave them people alone, man, before you come out missing. That's all I gotta say about that topic. You feel me?
Yeah.
I fuck with J Music despite all the
Oh,
bullshit
no,
that he
okay.
does.
So that
You get what I'm
that
saying?
one person ended up getting something mailed to their house. The second guy ended up getting a phone call, and it was a voice. It was a distorted voice that told him that they called his actual phone number. No, yeah. So it was. I guess it was different ways that they were communicated with, but either way, they were exposing things or saying things, conspiracies
Okay, look,
about
let me
her,
tell you
and
something.
we're
Let me
told
tell
to
you
shut
something.
the fuck up.
Jay-Z already said it in one of his songs. He got one of the baddest bitches. He got the baddest bitch in the game rocking his chain, which is Beyonce, which everybody still considered the baddest bitch in the game, even
Not when Aaliyah was alive.
Hmm?
Not when Aaliyah was alive.
Oh, when Aaliyah, that's why they got rid of Aaliyah.
That's not. She was never always considered that.
That's
Not
why they
when
got
Aaliyah-
rid of Aaliyah.
Not
Come
when
on
she was
now,
alive.
Aaliyah. Once they killed Aaliyah, y'all know who I'm talking about. Guess who was the baddest bitch in the game? Beyonce. Yeah, and Destiny Child, who's the lead singer? Beyonce.
Yeah, and that was after Aaliyah died, right?
Mm-hmm. Destiny Child was kind of like right in the middle, if I'm not mistaken. Or it could have been after. I wasn't a big Destiny fan. Child, my sister and nieces and was, but I wasn't. You know, so that wasn't.
I was more of
It
a
was
fan
fine
of
as
Aaliyah.
hell to me, but
I was
I like
more of a-
Alicia Keys and
I liked Beyonce by herself more than I liked Destiny's Child.
see.
I'll be honest.
The
I wasn't a
thing is-
Destiny's Child fan. I was a Beyonce fan. I wasn't.
Yeah, but you got to know. When I say Destiny Child, you got to know what era it was. You get what I'm saying? And throughout them eras, you had some of the best eras. You get what I'm saying? Because at the end of the day, this shit is just like, who the fuck came up with SWV? You get what I'm saying? Tiny them. You get what I'm saying? Who was the baddest bitches in the game before Beyonce and Aaliyah and all them? You get what I'm saying? So you gotta go back, and this shit go way back. And that's why Beyonce and Jen in the position that they is, because Beyonce came out like mid-90s or some shit like that. And Jay-Z was out in the 80s.
I'm not too sure about Beyonce. I don't know when they started. I just know Beyonce from early 2000s for Destiny's Child. That's how I was introduced to
Okay,
Beyonce,
so-
but I was like I said, I didn't care for their music. When she went solo, that's when I was like, oh, okay.
But the thing is, the people that found her was 8 Ball and MJG now. Jay Prince now. They the ones that found Beyonce.
And the fact that she grew and elevated into such an artist as she is today, to the fact that she's that top tier, she's an A-list artist.
She
Like
been
I said,
A-list-
she
A-list
so then you know
artist.
she's a part of something that's a lot higher of you know. So
if
if
y'all
that's
don't leave that woman alone,
if that's
and
the
her
case,
daughter,
right, that's what I'm saying. If that's the case, that's why I think she's part of the distraction.
she could be part of the
I
distraction,
think
but at the end of the day,
she's also part of the financial
look,
distraction
I'ma tell
too.
y'all, people, save y'all money, man,
Yeah,
because
'cause
we coming into a recession, and that's what they distracting us about right now. Like dead ass. for
That's
real.
what I was saying. She's a financial
You get what I'm
distraction because
saying?
every time she did the same thing.
Think
last
about it.
year.
After taxes,
Last year it was during, like, straight up
Yeah.
during tax. The year before that it was during tax. I was like, she always goes on tour around tax time.
cause she know when people got money, she know when her fans got money. They already been knowing
I
about
think it's to keep people from making smart moves with their money. If they knew Beyonce, and she goes everywhere.
it. This is to keep them as
And you-
billionaires.
And you know damn well her tickets is not cheap.
So after her tour, right? I guarantee
Wait
you
till I get
this. No. After her
Taxes.
tour, this was finna happen after her tour. She finna go back there and count up everything that she done made from her tour, right? even though they already calculated the shit already, but due to the fact of who she is, it might be more people than they thought. So therefore, they gonna go with.
No, I'm sure she sold out.
She definitely sold out, but
no,
I wouldn't be mad at me if she come back and say that she made this much while on tour, while y'all was talking about her daughter. So for everybody that was talking about my daughter, guess what? You came to one of my concerts.
They had to, because the people recorded the videos. Those videos got uploaded, and people.
Guess what? You want to know how they got your address? It's because you went to a concert. You bought a concert ticket. Guess what? Your dumb ass used your credit card. Guess what? Your credit card goes back to your billing address, you dumb motherfuckers. Your billing address is what? Your residence, you dumb motherfucker. That's why I don't use credit cards.
Nah, I'm willing to bet that some people whose address they got didn't go to a concert. They just got power like that. Beyonce got so much power that if a celebrity don't like her, she doesn't respond.
Think about how many tickets she just sold, right?
You have to be like,
no.
That's the same thing Michael Jackson would do. I don't think Michael Jackson would.
Let me tell you, this is how they work, because this is how the police work. You go buy a ticket. They start running all the tickets. They got you on your social media account because it's what you talk crazy on, right? So now they tracing your motherfucking account back to when you bought your ticket, back to your residence, back to your credit card. This how the police do shit. This how the FBI. This how they do shit.
That's why a lot of
you get what I'm saying. They trace shit back to your address. Okay, so don't be out here doing dumb shit and thinking that you're gonna get away with it because.
And then using your credit card.
That's just a stupid ass move right there, if you ask me, because you out here talking crazy and you using your credit card. It's easy to find the motherfucker location from their IP address. That ain't shit. Go ahead. I'm gonna pop your bitch ass before you even make it to my door. But back to this shit though.
She knew. Beyonce definitely knew that people were going to call her daughter that R word. She knew that was going to happen. That's why she brought her on tour in 2025. That's why Kanye decided to come out as gay, because you can't say that you did that and not be considered that. You knew people were going to call you that in 2025.
You can only have so much shit, okay? You can only have so much shit. You can only keep shit covered up.
Who the hell was gonna know that Kanye was gonna be sucking dick, or was sucking dick at 14 if he hadn't said anything?
Who the hell knew Kanye been sucking dick this whole time?
Now, like I said, he could have said something so long ago.
Look, who the hell knew Kanye was sucking dick this whole time? Because the show wasn't me. I don't
The only people that would know
that
that are the people that been at the Diddy party.
That's
That's the only people that would know if he been sucking dick the whole time.
Look.
This is definitely a keep you distracted shit.
Definitely. So I'm gonna tell y'all like this: start stocking up on y'all waters, man, and fruit, man, with seeds. Okay, go get y'all some of that shit. You know, stock up.
Yeah.
Stock up, y'all, because.
And it's not just that; they're also distracting you from getting. From you as well. Like, if you're so consumed with all the social media drama and bullshit, you're never gonna take time to meditate. You're never gonna take time to financially plan or do it. You're never gonna take time to do anything that benefits you at all.
Yeah. So the best thing to do right now, while everybody being distracted, is y'all just need to.
No, there are other things that are being put in our face as distraction, but also true at the same time.
Yeah.
I just think that a lot of people, like for instance, a lot of sex trafficking going on, a lot of people getting exposing hotels and stuff like that.
And again,
I just think that they're deciding to get messy with their tactics.
Yeah.
I just think that they're deciding to get messy with their tactics as far as kidnapping people or whatever the fuck They do, just because they know people are going to pull out their phone. When shit happens, the first thing people do is pull out their phone.
Mm-hmm. Why? I don't know. You pull out your phone and started calling the police,
Everybody
or the fire
knows that.
department, or the ambulance. Why pull out your phone? That's what this world then became to. Why not help them instead of recording them? Y'all just as bad as them.
That's what a lot of people say. And I remember I saw a video of this guy who set himself on fire. And I commented, I was like, okay, you literally sat there and watched him give a speech saying he was going to set himself on fire. You watched him pour the gas can, pour the shit on himself, put it down, take a lighter out of his pocket. Nobody stopped him during it.
And guess what?
But they definitely recorded it.
They recorded it, but what's crazy is that ain't nobody stopped him. And y'all think that shit cool in the 2025 era?
In 2025, you can
man, you can
definitely count. You can definitely count on seeing somebody with a phone in their hand.
And that's the dumbest shit.
In order to keep that phone in your hand, they're gonna make sure there's distraction after distraction after distraction.
Cause I come from an era where we help. You get what I'm saying? We help. That's the era that I come from. Despite of the shit that a motherfucker done in their teenager years, young adult years, motherfuckers past that. Okay? So, once you look at it the long way and you realize, like, you continue to do this dumb shit like you see everybody else doing this dumb shit out here, what that make you? You a follower, not a leader. You ain't trying to ride the wave of these young niggas. I ain't gonna say no YNs, I'm gonna say young niggas, okay? Fuck what they talking about, then they talking about these YCs. What?
What is that? No, don't even say it. No. Don't even say it. Don't say it. Okay.
Young crackers.
Yeah, I get you.
The white boys. Y'all wanna be like the niggas so bad.
I don't know what the fuck that was.
But guess what? Y'all just riding the wave, but not realizing this shit, and your ass gonna end up in the early grave. That's what I gotta say to this distraction.
To the young, the YCs or the YNs?
To everybody that think that they want to jump off the porch and want to come out here in the streets and do some shit. They got a sidewalk and a curb. They made that the curb and the sidewalk.
You know
for
what we
a
should
reason.
do? You know what we should do to the motherfuckers who want to be hard, that don't have to be, but want to be? You know what we should do to them? We should gather up 100 of them and make them fight at gorilla.
No. Look, no. This is all you gotta do. This is all you gotta do.
We should just use them as the 100 men.
Nah, cause they not men. They boys. They not men. They are not men. They are boys.
Yeah, they want to be men though.
You know what we should do? Nah, this is what we should do, y'all. Take they motherfucking guns and see who know how to throw them hands. They not. Cause they too quick to pick up one of these and not throw these. I don't hang with young niggas, man. That take us to a distraction about what's really going on in your neighborhood and what's really going on in this world with your government. They changing so many laws right now. Cause they'll throw this shit on the news so quick about these motherfuckers shooting at each other. But they not gonna throw on the news how quick these motherfuckers changing these laws for motherfuckers.
I saw a kid on the 20 versus 1. And that same kid was in a music video talking about sliding on niggas. And he looked no more than 10 years old. I was fucking appalled.
I mean, that's what you had.
I was like, oh my god, no.
See, I was just watching a little vlog video last night about a neighborhood that I used to stay in and shit. And the area that I grew up in, a little bit of my life. And it's crazy how these little motherfuckers ain't no more than 17, 16 years old, 15 on the block saying it's theirs. But they don't know the meaning of my block. You get what I'm saying? It's not my block. I'm just saying they don't know the meaning of my block because they young. They ain't shit 17, 15, 16 years old. They don't know. They have no respect for the older guys that was actually there before them, besides they big cousins
Yeah,
that's about it. That's
and
that's
I
only
definitely
respect they
couldn't.
got.
In 2025, I
certain
definitely
areas.
couldn't be a high school teacher.
Nah.
Middle school, none of that shit. These kids are crazy as hell.
I don't give a fuck what job I end up in.
At this
I
time,
always
maybe
gotta-
kindergarten, preschool, but
Nah, I'm gonna keep my gun on me at all times. So therefore, I gotta make it back home to mine. I ain't going like that. Whenever I leave the house,
you just sounded contradicting as hell.
how?
You said you finna pull out your gun on who?
I ain't say that.
What'd you say?
I say every time I leave the house, I gotta have my gun. Because
Okay.
I'm not going out like that. I gotta make it back home to mine, to my kids. So therefore, I refuse to let one of these young niggas or young crackers take me out my glow. You got me fucked up. Nuh-uh.
Cause they tote guns. You gotta make sure you pack it too.
I got to. Because we live in a world where ain't no rules. You got mutual combat. Stand your grounds. Come on now. Motherfucker breaking my crib and I decide not to call the police. Why should I call the police? Did the police know you was finna come and break my crib?
Well, that's the thing though. If they
Okay,
can't-
I got shovels.
The
I
only
got a
thing-
backyard and I know how to dig a hole.
the only way
and
or
I know how to
reason,
make sure your ass don't stink.
the only reason you need to call the police, somebody breaking your house, is if they manage to hurt somebody in your house. Because you can't take the blame for that. If they end up, you know what I'm saying? If they end up getting in and they manage to shoot somebody in your house and it's not you and you shoot them and kill them, now you got to explain the dead body of your loved one. When that happened, yeah, you got to call the police.
Yeah.
But
At that
if
point,
if they get in and you shoot them and they dead, they don't get a chance to do shit. Yeah, I guess I'll handle it. But you know,
I'm gonna handle it because
I guess I'll handle it. You know.
if I find
But
out
other than
that
that-
there's somebody outside waiting on you, I'm going to go get them too. Because they the only motherfuckers that knew you was here.
Yeah.
You ain't come back out. So now I'm on their ass because
Now I'm on double patrol for the next 2 hours.
your ass laying on the floor, bleeding out. I don't give a fuck about you. My house locked down, motherfuckers know what to do.
We on extra patrol for the next 2 hours.
So at the
Making
end of
sure
the
that
day,
other than that, yeah, like if they manage to hurt
that's how my
somebody,
family roll.
if they manage to hurt somebody, yeah.
We
guess
ain't
you
gonna
could
pull
call
them
the
bitches out because we got standards. We not gonna show these bitches until we have to. Okay? So that's what I'm gonna do.
Yeah, a lot of young people they do carry guns nowadays. It is
See,
better to be
50 said I am not
keep your doors locked, people's cars getting stolen.
But like I said, everything is a distraction right now. The food is a distraction. TV is a distraction. Laptops is a distraction. Tablets, phones, everything is a distraction. And they steady coming out with more high tech shit for the houses.
That's
and
why I'm
shit
starting.
like
That's
that.
why I'm starting to think that a lot of shit was
So-
done on purpose. You said the food is a distraction. Okay, people have been going on all social medias, posting videos of shit being in the food, them buying food from the grocery store and something being in it. There's too much shit that's like people are being messy and
And check this out.
when they are producing these items or these products, they're being messy, and I feel like that's done on purpose because they know people are going to pull their phone out and record the shit.
Yeah.
And you
True
know what?
indeed.
People have done it with McDonald's. People have done it with KFC. It ain't stopped them from making no money. The lines
It
are still wrapped
definitely
around
did.
the fucking building.
No matter how much they
Every
got
time
exposed,
I drive past a McDonald's, the line is wrapped around the building.
and no matter how much they got exposed for
It doesn't
potty,
matter.
it looked like potty meat.
True
a whole
definition
bunch
of any exposure is any publicity is good publicity.
Yeah, indeed.
Cause it ain't stopped them from making no money, especially McDonald's.
Because the corporation just going to say that this is just the ground up meat that we have from the animals. There is not enough animals on this planet anymore.
But then the people that work in the warehouses are exposing it.
Mm-hmm. And why is it that all these people that work in these animal warehouses always be covered up and layered up 2 or 3 layers of netting and masks and shit?
They've shown
Like this shit
videos.
is like they contaminating this shit.
Like they've
and-
shown videos of the meat going through the conveyor belts and being stabbed with needles with.
Mhm.
Why should you have to do that?
I done seen chickens on a conveyor belt where people like me and you are literally sticking a straw up in the chicken,
and then it gets fatter, and then I'm like, you gotta put all of these chemicals in.
I don't know why.
But they, like I said, they know people. All of this type of stuff just started getting exposed within the framework, within like 2021, I want to say.
Well, ever since they came out with COVID, you should have already knew that you should have been on the diet.
All of this woke shit started coming out 2021.
Yeah.
And as the year goes on, it's going to get more distractions after more distractions.
Was it or was it not that me and you stayed in contact throughout them years and we were already talking about certain things that was going to happen before COVID and through COVID?
Like predictions or shit coming true? Like the Simpsons predicting shit?
Exactly.
And then coming true?
And
I'm still waiting on Donald Trump to, you know what I'm saying? I'm still waiting on that prediction. I'm still waiting on that prediction.
Well, just like the Simpsons predicted that Pope Francis was going to die in 2025.
They did?
Yes, they did. And this was like the 90s or some shit when they predicted that. So,
okay.
They put this shit right in front of you. Right in front of you. They put it right in front of you. They gotta tell you before they do it. So therefore, it's right in front of you. Y'all just gotta pay attention to the signs and shit.
Yeah.
At the time, we was kids, so we ain't understand it. But as you get older, you will understand it.
And as you get older, you also have to understand why they have to tell you shit before they do it.
Exactly.
You know why,
so
right? Because if they do
government,
because if they do it,
it's your government.
You know, they can avoid the consequences of it because you were very much aware.
And it's nobody but your government. That's all I'm saying. It's the government that's behind all of it. They the ones that's running the game. They the ones that's running the rules, the laws, the regulations, all that shit. If you the president, you ain't nothing but the puppet. You're gonna get certain things approved, what is gonna make you look good through your presidency and all that shit. Through your 4 years or whatever, and the bills that you're signing are really like not even the main bills that need to be signed that's on the table that's up here in the high places that really need to be signed. Don't fall for the stimulus check on all that bullshit. Get that shit, do right by that shit, be smart about that shit. Cause he finna hit us with they finna give us another one because we coming to a recession. The stores will be shut down again. And it only been what?
And we're in May right now. So
5 years since COVID-19 came out. So therefore, going on 6 years since COVID-19 came out, and they steady coming out with more and more about these diseases and shit like that. The measles. That's what I wanted to touch bases on today. The measles. My brother had the measles.
What is that? Form of herpes?
That's the shit that's killing people right now that came from Texas or whatever.
What, it look like chicken pox?
Yeah. It's big ass rashes all on your body.
Right,
and shit. Yeah.
That's form of herpes.
Correct. Yeah. It's measles, but guess what? Now it's killing people. You get what I'm saying? My brother had it. That was like 2000 or something, 01 or 02 or some shit. That nigga still alive. You get what I'm saying?
Wow. I didn't know measles was killing people.
Yeah, measles is killing people now. It started in Texas.
I had
with
no
some
idea.
kids, if I'm not mistaken.
Measles
And it's traveled this way up to Illinois, if I'm not mistaken, and it's close. It's like in the Midwest now. So, yeah. I don't know, man. That's something that we need to pay attention to because when you're going outside, pay attention to certain things. It's a lot of things that's coming back from the 80s that is now here. They did their research about it and they spraying this shit. How many
years do they do pandemics usually come out? Like every 13? How many years?
The last time before COVID-19, it was the Ebola That came out. Before that, it was the recession.
Ebola.
Yeah, they came out with the Ebola flu, shut everything down at one point. Yeah. Ebola, then they had the
I think
08 recession.
Was swine flu or
Because
some shit?
when Obama got in office, it was the recession because Bush fucked that thing up.
2008.
Obama, that was his first year, his first term. And he got his second term in 2012. And then we ended up getting Donald Trump, and then we got Joe Biden, now we got Donald Trump. So
2016 is when Obama left office.
Mm-hmm. Yep. Obama said it was okay for y'all to come out the closet. That's cool. Just keep that shit away from me and my family. Me and my kids, we cool. That's all I gotta say about that. Keep that shit over there, I'm gonna stay over here. My mind is my mind. I have my opinion about shit. Ain't nobody gonna tell me that I don't. Got me fucked up. But a lot of this shit.
Obama said it was okay.
And Donald Trump said it was
God.
okay to grab her by the pussy, but a lot of niggas started catching cases, and now they got motherfuckers that's grabbing motherfuckers by the pussy. In his second term.
We ain't taking that seriously though.
In his second, no, this shit is real. This shit is real.
Stop it.
This shit is going on. This shit was going on in Chicago, like dead ass, for real, dead ass. Motherfuckers putting knives to women necks, raping them, all kind of shit, sexually assaulting them.
And so you seen something on social media that said that men was doing this to women, and their excuse.
This is not
was
social
that
media. This is
Trump said it was okay.
This is real life. This happening in real life places, in real life areas in the world at different times. While you sleep, somebody getting raped.
And you think they're Donald Trump? 9 times out of 10 they're Trump supporters.
I ain't saying that.
I'm just
saying.
I know, but you definitely said that Donald Trump said it was okay.
I mean, if they doing that shit, they some weirdos.
I just said we ain't taking that seriously, and you said nah, that's real shit. And
Yeah,
I was
it
like,
is real.
so you saying niggas is really out here doing that shit and using Donald Trump as their excuse?
I ain't saying that. I don't know if it's true or not, but I know the shit that I'm talking
I
about
know
is
that,
real.
I know that Trump has been accused of that himself.
I ain't saying that that's what they got in their mentality, in their mind. I'm not in their mind. I'm in my own body, in my own zone, in my own mind. So how can I be in their mind
I know that Trump has been accused.
Donald Trump, this guy, I'm my fucking
I know
Donald
he's been
Trump.
accused of it.
Yeah, I'm finna go out here and go fuck with this bitch and go grab her by the pussy. I don't know that shit. Come on now, be for real.
Okay, Donald Trump did not say it was okay to grab anybody by the pussy. Please don't do that. Please don't grab anyone by the pussy. That's horrible advice. Trump never said it. I can guarantee it. No grabbing people by the pussy. Please, and I gotta say people because
Yeah, don't do that, y'all. Yeah, y'all don't go out there and do no dumb shit. That's what I'm saying. Yeah, go out there and do some dumb shit just because I said Donald Trump said it's okay to do.
No.
y'all gonna do that? Y'all some dumb motherfuckers if y'all gonna do that shit, bro.
No.
Just
never
because
said it was okay to grab.
It's not okay. Okay,
No.
that is a sexual assault. Okay, you will get killed fucking around with some people. Okay, they not going like that. You better know who you playing with, goddammit. So, at the end of the day, I'm just saying.
That's funny. Please, guys, no pussy grabbing.
But let's get it together, man. Y'all gotta get y'all shit together, man. Like that ass, for real.
Yeah, I like that. We need to up some IQ scores because again, this 100 men versus a gorilla shit.
Oh man, y'all just don't know, bro. Y'all stay.
The young niggas that want to be on the porch can go in.
Yeah, send them young niggas in there, man. No guns.
Going in the
Y'all
right.
get them young niggas up out of there, man.
The 100 men.
Everybody that want to be part of this 2025 wave, man. Get them little niggas up out of here, man.
And I think that they're talking about a silverback gorilla when they say this.
Y'all don't know.
If we're talking about a silverback gorilla versus 100 men, and mind you, nobody said 100 of the strongest men. They just said 100 regular motherfucking men with no weapons going to go fight a gorilla. You're losing.
Exactly. Because I'm going to tell you right now, their bite force is more than a fucking lion, hyena, and a tiger.
You would have to look it up.
They can crush, like, literally, how long do it take a strong man to open up a coconut with their bare hands? It's only gonna take a fucking silverback or any gorilla to open that bitch up in 0.1 second. They have a bite force of 18 plus PSI.
And I heard that their grip force was 1,800 pounds. They have a grip force of 18? That meaning like,
right, they got a grip
so
force.
that means if they grab you around the neck and
PSI,
squeeze, your neck bones would be broke because
just like that.
Because of 1,800 pound grip force. So I'm assuming that if you overwhelm him or put him in survival mode, that he is gonna annihilate the first 80 couple people in probably a couple seconds, maybe. If not in a couple seconds, whoever the fuck see the first couple people get annihilated, they gonna run the fuck off. At least I would anyway.
It would be a 5 to 10 minute match.
You just spin.
That's all it is. Gonna be a 5 to 10 minutes.
They
match.
know how to jump too, so I mean.
And they already in defense mode because
that's what I said. Survival mode, right?
So if put them in a circle,
and then you got some people saying, "Oh, he would run if he saw 100 men."
No, the fuck he would.
If he's surrounded,
where's he gonna run to?
That's what I'm saying.
If he runs and he jumps, he's gonna jump right into another 40, 50 men, 20 men. So he's gonna defend himself, just like you coming to take his kids or some shit. So. Ain't none of that. Y'all don't understand that shit. Y'all gonna realize. Go on and put that motherfucker in the pit. Go ahead, get you 100 men.
And I mean the big ones, the real big silverbacks.
Yeah.
Them motherfuckers. Go get
them motherfuckers fight grizzly bears, bro. Bro, you got me fucked up, cuz. I ain't with that shit right now.
Now I'm not underestimating how many men 100 is. I'm not underestimating that. I'm just saying that if I know that he's strong enough to lift more than 4,000 pounds, and I know his grip force is 1,800, I'm pretty sure that a nice amount of them is going to equal out to 4,000 pounds or more, because that's how much he can lift. So I'm assuming that all y'all gonna go flying the fuck off. That's just my assumption. Especially if he's overwhelmed and in survival mode, his adrenaline is up. I'm sure he has it too. And then it's gonna be worse. So that's just what I'm assuming.
That shit definitely finna get worse for y'all.
So if he does end up getting killed, I'm assuming it's not gonna be many men left at all. Maybe y'all killed him and died at the same time. But I know for sure that he's taking half of everybody, if not more than that. If not all. I don't know. I don't see nobody making it out of that.
I don't think they not gonna.
I don't see nobody making it out of that one.
Let's see what they say about the silverback real quick. Keep running slow. Wikipedia, come out, baby.
You gotta do this. You gotta do this motion right here. Get her to come. I'm just gonna. Go faster.
Basically, the size of a fucking gorilla is between 160 and 196 centimeters. Right?
Say that again, I can't hear you. So you said it's how big?
160 to 196 centimeters. And that's the size of it.
Of silverback gorilla?
Yeah.
Okay.
And 63 to 77 in long.
In
inches. Meaning, okay, so like I said, the motherfuckers got an expansion of Shaquille O'Neal.
What the fuck?
Why you Shaquille? Okay.
Why you Shaquille?
Man, I ain't look. I'm gonna tell you like this, bro. And guess what? That was just the fucking Central Africa gorilla. That's the silverback. That's the silverback gorilla that y'all talking about. And it's standard. That's a standard size. Okay? But they bite force Now the ones that's in Western Africa is 130. They're a little bit small. Okay, and yeah.
Oh, okay. So depending on where they're from.
Yeah, but man, y'all better go on somewhere with that shit, man. Nope, y'all better go on somewhere with that shit. I ain't fucking with no gorilla. Yeah, motherfuckers think because they all friendly and shit and cooped up in these zoos and shit, but the question is, how is that a thing, right? Y'all able to go to these countries and do all this shit and kill all these animals and make these animals extinct, and then y'all in habitat they ass, and you fuck them up.
Yeah, and then usually they have to put them under certain drugs, and you know,
Instead of leaving them in a habitat,
yeah,
their home. Cause Western Africa and Central Africa is so far away from the United States. It's like, how the fuck did y'all get all these monkeys and over 2,000, 3,000 zoos? So what if it really become, what's the movie? Ape?
Planet of the Apes.
Planet of the Apes?
Planet of the Apes.
What if that shit, like, think about it. They put that out years ago, right? They putting this shit in your face. They got all these orangutans, these monkeys and all this shit, these gorillas, these silverbacks, all in these habitats. And all of a sudden, y'all get these motherfuckers some shit that's gonna transform their mind, and then they start communicating with others. But they already communicating with others, but they all communicate and get together one. We all fucked. Even the military was fucked. Stop playing. Planet of the Apes, military was fucked. They was fucked. Nothing but the planet of the apes.
Yeah.
And guess what? It was in the USA.
I think something like this, what I saw recently, speaking of animals, I don't remember if it was in the United States or if it was out of the country, but I guess a wild lion, I think it was a lion, got out from wherever it was, wherever it was residing at. I don't know where it was, but it ended up getting out, and it ended up snatching up, I think, a 14-year-old girl. They ended up finding her body like in the nearest pond or lake or something, that it was mauled up by the lion. People are saying that I don't think it was in the zoo though. I don't know if it was in the zoo, but people are saying that the animal should be put down, and there are other people that are like, how the animal doesn't know any better. It was not where the fuck it should have been at. So that's not the animal's fault that the girl got ate.
It is
because the
animal was hungry.
So then would that make it?
One thing about it, you cannot take a lion up out of his habitat and expect that lion to change his ways. That's all that motherfucking lion knows to
people
hunt.
Were saying that the lion wasn't part of a zoo. They said that it was a different type of area where wildlife lived. I guess and it ended up wandering out from its usual area, and then the first person it got in contact was the 14-year-old girl, and they killed her. And
it's a lion.
That's what. Right. So they're saying, hey. So then they're saying, hey, they need to capture it and take it there. People were saying it needs to be captured and took to the zoo. It needs to be. That's what they were saying.
No. It already killed. What y'all gonna do to my dog?
Yeah, that's true.
The fuck?
That's it. Well,
y'all so quick to put my pit bull down, but y'all gonna let a lion live? The fuck out of here with that, bro. Come on now. My pit bull go maul a motherfucking kid. I get locked up for it, and y'all kill my dog.
9 times out of 10, yeah.
This lion kill a kid. The owner is nowhere to be found. The owner is free somewhere, and y'all take the lion to the zoo, so the lion got a better chance than me and my dog, and I'm actually a human, and this is actually my companion. The fuck? That don't make no sense, but that's the way. That's how these laws is. Again. Laws. Who make the laws?
Yeah. Well, in my honest opinion, do I think the lion should have been put down for that? To be honest.
Yeah, the lion should be.
Oh God, I don't even know.
What you mean? I just explained it.
I know you did, but I'm trying to like
If can't nobody if can't nobody see it the way that I just said it,
well, you know what? I guess it should be because at this point I gotta
lion. This my
at
dog.
this point I gotta put myself in a parent's point of view. If a lion ended up getting to my 14-year-old kid and killing it, I would want the lion dead. I would.
And I want the person who owns this lion to be in jail.
If I'm speaking from somebody,
because this is a wild animal that should not eat. Did it happen in the U.S.?
That's what I don't remember that.
If it happened in the U.S., that person should be locked up. The zoo should be shut down. All them animals should be getting transferred up out that zoo, because if this lion came from one of these zoos out here in the United States, we ain't got no lions in the fucking U.S.
Well, the red flag is if that lion can get out, what the fuck else is gonna come out? we gotta worry about where it came from.
Y'all worried about bringing back the woolly mammoth and all that shit, but what more can it be?
Yeah, man, that was just some crazy shit.
So at the end of the day, that's how I gotta be.
All this shit happening, just keep your eye out for what's really going on around you.
Yeah, man. So
it's cool to stay updated on stuff, but make sure you're you know what's really going on. Make sure you can still see past the distractions. You know.
Just make sure you're doing your homework and your research.
Make sure you know. Make sure you pay attention to subliminal messages of what they're trying to tell you.
Because I'm gonna keep it real
before they do it or when they do it. You know, if you find out after, whatever, the more you know, the better.
Exactly. And again, this is Culture Kombat Podcast. That's your boy King Yoki.
I'm August Kai. Stay tuned. Let us know in the comments. Let me know in the comments what you think was a distraction. What went viral recently that you think was a distraction that we didn't mention. We're out of here, bro.
Deuces.